As some of you may already know, I'm a leader at the youth group of the church I go to. We recently just spent a couple of days up on the Sunshine Coast as a winter camp, and I've just had the funnest 4 days of my life. The whole theme of the camp was love is, and it was all just about trying to explain what love is and how it affects our lives, and as Christians, how we are to love others and how God sort of loves us. And a few of my friends spoke as the main speaker of that we booked about 14 months in advance actually pulled out in the last minute. So we just got a few leaders to speak. And so a lot of them were my friends. And it just opened up a whole new perspective of what I see love as, and also how I view these people and how I love everyone. Like before the camp, I sort of saw love as just kind of this medium at which two people can kind of get to know each other, and sort of being a more physical thing, and it's just love, that's it. But now I see love as so much more than that, and we kind of just went through a list of properties sort of things that love is. So we talked about how love is polite and how love is humble and how love is active and sacrifice and all these sorts of different things. And it's just opened up this new perspective. But I guess if anything, it's given me a sort of insight as to why God did some of the things he did do. For instance, why he created Eve, because when he first created Adam, he said everything was good apart from the fact that Adam was lonely. So he created Eve as a kind of relationship, so it had something to love, because us humans were made to love. And also that's the same reason why he sent Jesus down, so we can kind of have that relationship with the whole human population and God. It's like Jesus kind of acted as the medium. But I guess the biggest thing that kind of occurred to me through this whole camp is the separation between the Christian God and other gods, and that is humility. With most gods, they expect the most riches and all these statues to be built of them, and they kind of expect all these things. Like you look at Xerxes or something in the 300 movie, who considered himself to be a god, and he had these massive thrones and all these people and prostitutes and wives and all these sorts of things. But whereas Jesus came to be served, God literally humbled himself as a person, and then he came to serve others. Like one of my absolute favorite quotes in the Bible by Jesus is the one that says, I don't come for the healthy, I come for the sick, much like a doctor. That's not an exact quote, but you get the idea. Like, Jesus hasn't come for the healthy, he's come from the sick, and that's why he hung out with the tax collectors and all that sort of stuff. So that's the biggest thing that I really love about my faith. I've just got to tell you this one story. This camp was the absolute funnest thing I've ever been to. It was 4 days of lots of games and everything, and we played this one game called Capture the Flag. I'm sure most of you know it, where you have two teams, flag in the middle, one team has to get the flag to the other person's base. So we were playing this one, and there was actually, the flag was hidden. So after about 5 minutes of running around, I went through this little kind of back alleyway, and I've just yelled out, "Who's got the flag?" And there was this little girl, and she's like, I've got it. So I'm like, okay. And I followed her, and she said to me, "Can you go out and tell everyone that I've got the flag?" And I'm just like, what? You're asking me to run out into the middle of their base, claiming I've got the flag? That's a suicide mission. Nevertheless, I did it anyway, so I ran around this bush, yelling, we've got the flag, and I came to this about 4 or 5 foot ledge. So I jump off it and absolutely own myself. I stack in and I go rolling. Both my water bombs that I was holding blow up, and I'm just in the middle of that base, lying on the floor, injured. So I'm just like, I surrender, and I start walking away being bombarded with water bombs. One of my fellow leaders saw it, and he has not let me live it down, and I don't think he ever will. Thanks, Tim. Also in that same game, I got coat-hangered by someone about twice my size. That was fun. Oh, and I've got a new favourite shirt. It is better to be dead than it would be to be red. So I'm just letting you know that I had an absolute awesome time, and that's where I've been for the last few days. If you're one of my friends and like, where's Matt? He's not on the internet. And I just want to say thank you to all the leaders who made this possible. Phil, Nick, Ralph, everyone. So thanks a lot, and yeah, see you later.